Hey guys, it's Phoebe. Welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about my spring trend predictions, but first, we have to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Fabrique. Fabrique is a collective designer brand that works with over 300 high-end designers around the world to create unique and responsibly made pieces. And everything that Fabrique makes is limited edition, which means it's very unlikely that you're going to see your pieces being worn by others, which is really cool. These trousers are from Fabrique. I'm obsessed with the color and the way they fit. I love that they're full length. I love wearing my trousers with flip-flops so that they kind of puddle to the ground and look effortless and relaxed. And these ones have an adjustable waist, so they have 2 buttons on each side, so you can adjust it to sit either lower waisted or a bit higher like I have mine now. There's also a matching blazer to go with the pants. I love this set. I love it with or without the blazer, and I feel like I'll get wear out of both of these pieces separately and together. Both of these pieces are from Fabrique as well. We have these wide leg, high-waisted jeans that are so soft and comfortable. I love the two-tone. I love the stripe down the side, and I love the fit at the back. This shirt as well is this really cool bubble cotton texture that makes it look effortlessly wrinkled, but in an intentional clean way, and in a way that makes you not have to iron it at all. It always will stay looking like this. I love how it looks tucked in or untucked. This shirt also has these denim details on the sleeves and on the collar, which I love. It's such a like all-American kind of button up, and I'm really into that. And speaking of spring trends, trench coat buttoned to the top, anyone? I am obsessed with everything about this trench coat. It comes with this belt to cinch it, but you can take it off very easily. It's made to be worn either A-line or cinched, and I love how it lays. This coat is literally everything I could ever want in a shorter length trench. This is how it looks cinched. I love it this way too. I love the inside pattern. It's this like mini houndstooth meets plaid pattern that is just very classic and elegant, and it's on the belt as well, so you can kind of play around with how much of that you want to show if you want to roll the sleeves up or keep it just super minimal, unrolled sleeves, A-line, no belt. Such a great trench. And lastly, we have this beautiful tweed baseball jacket. I love how it fits. I love the coloring. I love the length and the proportions of it. And then these track pants that are tailored and pleated, so they look really sophisticated and nice, but they feel like a track pant. They're so comfortable, and they're part of the Fabrique Essentials collection. I seriously love all of these pieces so much, and I love that you can read about each designer that designed them. It makes me feel so connected to my clothes, and that is something I am really starting to value heavily in fashion. You can get 15% off your Fabrique order using the code HIPHOEBE, and thank you so much to Fabrique for sponsoring, and thank you to you guys for checking them out. You're gonna love them. Okay, let's get into the spring trends. I just want to tell you first, I have held myself back from watching any spring trend predictions videos that I've seen on YouTube because I just want this to be really unbiased. I don't want things that I've already heard to like cloud my brain when I'm thinking of trends that I think are going to come in. However, I am pretty sure that mine are niche enough that I don't think you would have heard them before, but not niche enough, i.e. believable enough, that I think that they really will come in, and if not this spring, at least in the near future. I'm also not claiming that these are trends that haven't started to come in yet. Obviously, what has informed my predictions are seeing like whispers of these things here and there, or these things in other forms in the past. In fact, a lot of these are kind of evolutions of things that we have already been seeing. Also because I think a lot of us on the fashion side of the internet are moving towards wanting to keep our clothes for longer and rewear them. So I think a lot of what we're wearing this spring is going to be things that we have been wearing and things that we wore in the past. But I have some specific predictions that I want to share with you that are really fun and kind of things that I think would be fun to play around with myself. And my first trend prediction is I think we're going to be seeing a lot of clothes with visible fixes, visible mending. Things like, you know, maybe a sweater with a button that fell off and you replaced it with a button that's different from the other buttons on the sweater, or you're fixing a hole with thread that is a different color from the thread or from the material that the piece is made of, or even fixing things with safety pins. I feel like we've seen a little bit here and there on Pinterest for the most part, and just kind of like DIY touches like that, even if the piece isn't broken. DIY, like maybe little bits of crafty elements to outfits, things that you can add on yourself. We have seen this a little bit already in the form of people adding bows and like ribbons to their pieces, and people wearing wearing buttons, like pinned buttons. Those things have already started to trend. And like I said, I think that the idea of mending things visibly could be something that starts to be actually trendy because our collective growing value of sustainability and of having pieces that are unique and keeping our pieces for longer and having these pieces that have like gone through a full life with us. There's a Japanese principle that I learned about a few years ago that I think about kind of a lot. It's called kintsugi. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the principle is that, or I guess where this principle came from, is that if something would break, specifically something ceramic, I think, like a vase or a bowl or a plate, if it would break, people would mend it with gold so that you could see the crack very obviously, but the crack would be this beautiful gold adhesive. And then the piece was considered to be more beautiful than before it had even broken. And I feel like this is kind of the clothing equivalent of that principle. It may not be gold that you're fixing it with, but it's something that is visually obvious, and then therefore that becomes kind of like the main cool thing of the piece and makes it more beautiful if you allow it to, and if you think of it that way. What I also think are going to trend this spring are asymmetrical halter tops. And this kind of comes from the fact that asymmetrical silhouettes have been trending. Halter tops were trending last spring, and we've seen time and time again two trendy things kind of getting meshed into one and then popping off. And I think one of those things this spring is going to be an asymmetrical halter top, whether that is asymmetrical in the two like straps that go around your neck, asymmetrical in the bottom hem of it, asymmetrical in pattern or in color. Asymmetry plus halter tops equals spring 2025 trendy. My next trend prediction is kind of a beauty trend prediction, and that is wearing two braids, just simple two braids. I feel like braids in general have been trending a lot recently in the past couple of years, maybe specifically just like on Pinterest and online fashion, I guess. And we've been seeing a lot of like more kind of intricate braided hairstyles that have really gone along with like bloquette and coquette and ballet core and those kinds of styles. We've seen multiple braids in one ponytail. We've seen your hair in 5 braids. We've seen hair in little braids sitting on top of the rest of your hair down. And I feel like playing around with hair in that way again has prepared us or warmed us up to just revisiting simple hairstyles that we used to wear maybe as a kid or that we saw on adults when we were kids, if that makes sense. Two braids is kind of nostalgic to me, and I think we're gonna see it worn by more people in mainstream fashion culture, I guess, and letting them be just messy, kind of haphazard two braids rather than the more intricate and clean braided hairstyles that have been trending on like Pinterest and stuff in the past couple of years, which I don't think will go away either, by the way. I'm just saying that I think people will start playing with just two braids again. There's not much more I can say about it. It's just a hairstyle. My next prediction is that I think we're going to start seeing a lot of fitted capri jeans, and not necessarily like skinny jeans or jegging type, but just a more fitted jean capri. It's no secret that capris have started to trend a lot in the last couple of years. We've mainly been seeing capris in the form of like fitted black trousers or almost like legging style capris that read a little bit nicer like trousers. We've seen them in like a cargo pant kind of style, and even when we have seen them denim, even when we have seen denim capris, we've seen them looser fitting like a cargo kind of silhouette or like a longer jort kind of thing. I think that we're going to start seeing them a little bit tighter, like almost in a fit that capri trousers trend in, maybe not quite as tight. And I saw the brand, I think EB Denim is doing one that I saw on Instagram, and that kind of sparked this idea. I just saw it and I thought, I feel like that's really going to catch on in spring of 2025. My next trend prediction, and you could call this a prediction or you could call it just me talking about something that I want to start doing, and that is multicolored nails. And this is what I mean. I know that patterned nails and like fun nails, long nails, multicolored nails in that way have been trending for quite a while now. But I mean multicolored as in like multiple but solid colored. What am I saying? Each nail is a solid color, but maybe a different solid color. So either every single finger is a different color, or one hand is a different color than the other hand, or one finger is a different color than the rest. This is another one that's kind of nostalgic to me because that's how like I would play with nail polish when I was little, and how I saw a lot of people doing their nails in like middle school, I guess. And my sister just did this last time we went to get our nails done. And I just thought it was the cutest thing. It looks so good. I love the color she picked out and it's just fun. It's just fun. I don't think this means anyone's gonna stop doing their nails in patterns. I don't have to say this. Just because I'm saying something is gonna come into trend doesn't mean that I think everything else that's different from it is gonna leave. I just think maybe we'll start seeing people do this, / I'm going to. And my next prediction is I think we're gonna see a lot of natural stones and shells and sea glass in jewelry. We have seen this already to an extent. We've seen like perfectly round shell pendants on a cord. We've seen polished big stones on a black cord necklace. Those have been trending, but I think we're gonna start seeing more like true organic, natural, like funky shaped shells and sea glass and rocks and stuff in jewelry, like as a pendant or as earrings or as beads on a bracelet, in this like more on the nose, kitschy beach grandma-y way, but styled in our 2025 form. This is another one that feels a bit nostalgic to me because I have memories of my grandma wearing sea glass necklaces and even my aunts wearing sea glass necklaces and sea glass earrings. When we would go up to our lake house, there would be ladies selling them at like the local market thing, selling jewelry that they've made out of sea glass that they've collected and shells they've collected and rocks they've collected. And it's just fun and kitschy, and there's something so chic about committing to the bit and wearing something a little bit cheesy, but at the same time genuinely really beautiful. And my last trend prediction is tie-dye. Just a very uniform, or not uniform, almost just classic tie-dye pattern. Nothing crazy, just classic tie-dye in 2 or 3 colors, nothing more. And what I'm not talking about is tie-dye in the more like hippie boho style, like bell-bottom pants and kimonos and stuff. And I'm not picturing tie-dye on like crisp t-shirts or sweatshirts, like street style tie-dye. What I'm picturing is classic simple tie-dye on like 90s cuts of basics, like a simple tank top or a baby tee or a simple long sleeve kind of more fitted normal cotton shirt. Mostly tops. That's all for now. Let me know some of your own trend predictions in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to. Don't forget to check out Fabrique. I'll have each of the individual pieces that I showed linked in the description. I'm seriously so impressed with the quality and love every single thing that I got. And I know you guys will love them too. So check them out. And yeah, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye guys.